April 10th, 2019, 4:30. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witt?
Here.
Alderman Adriano?
Yes, here.
Alderman Gonzalez?
Yep.
Alderman Doughty?
Here.
Alderman Smith?
Here.
Alderman George?
Here.
And Alderman Crawford.
Here. All right. We'll move right into resolutions. I guess the item on the table here is the 2019-2020 budget. Hopefully everyone went home, had a nice rest, and we're back at it here today. I had a meeting, so a little precursor. I did sit down with a member of our Audit and Compliance Committee, CPA Ernie Kallenbach, earlier today, and I, at 4 o'clock, met with the mayor and Fred, as well as our BWB consultant, Dave Santana, to go over the salary concerns. And I've sent you all some, what I prepared last night, some tentative that I'll hand that way, and you guys can reference. But also the mayor, I believe, has passed out a copy of what BWB put together as well. And I think what it really comes down to is our lines got crossed maybe, some communication glitches last night. But what's good to know is I think the way that most of us were looking at it is the correct way. So I believe, Mayor, correct me if I'm wrong, what Fred was trying to communicate to us was that there would be a substantial cumulative increase from the budget that we are currently sitting in to 2 years from now, of about $370,000 to $400,000. But the way I talk about going from budget year to budget year, it does look like the $186,000 increase in next year, or I'm sorry, in our tentative budget that we're looking at currently, and then followed by Dave Santana put together, and you'll see in the one sheet there, kind of a conservative, kind of worst case scenario, 3% increase in budgeted salaries would account or amount for about a $214,000 increase in the 2020-21 budget. All right, we'll just call that the 2021 budget. And in my example that I sent you, you'll see where if we were to remain flat with the 2.68% increase that we're experiencing or forecasting for the 1920 budget, that'd be around $191,000. So let's call it, roughly around $200,000, not $370,000 increase in 2021. Does everyone follow the math? Yep.
Yes.
Bill, do you agree?
I agree.
Any questions there? Okay, so I think we're good to go as far as that. At least, I'm glad I thank the mayor and Fred for taking the time to hammer this out today, and it puts me at ease knowing that we're not going to have an increase from 1920 to 2021 of $370,000. It's going to be more in line with 190 to 200, 214, somewhere around there, which is what one would expect. Any questions on relating to those salary increases? So if there's no questions or concerns relating to that at this point, I guess I will just reiterate, and I'm by all means I open it to the mayor. I do stick with my recommendation at this time, and my belief that a 1% increase is achievable, will not hurt the city in the coming year. I do believe it's a compromise between the council and the mayor's request. And with the incoming fund balance, I think we're going to be in good stance there. It may put us on a little bit more of a, if specific needs come up, the mayor would have to come before the council to approve certain, maybe major repairs that are needed because it wouldn't be included in the budget, and we may have to make some tough decisions in the next upcoming year. But I'm fine with that challenge. I'm opening up to anyone who wants to make a comment or thought at this time, though. Alderman Witt?
Yep. I also agree that I think a 1% is far and, within the boundaries of where we're going to be next year. I also think we have to take into consideration our constituents, and I think they'll be more comfortable with that. And I think we just have to live within our means, and this will force us to do that. So I'm fine with 1%.
Okay, if there's nothing else at this time?
So fair to say that the handout that was given to us yesterday, at 1%, those numbers that we'd be looking at there are accurate?
Let's just, Fred, you handed us a sheet that has a 1% increase. It gives us a 0.5%, a 1%, 1.5%, so on and so forth. So that would amount to an increase of what per thousand? Brian, you've got that.
15 cents per thousand. It would cost
15.
the average taxpayer based on assessed value of $65,000, $9.75 a year.
Okay. So based on a $65,000 assessed value, that would increase property tax by $9 per year. $9 and some change.
$9.75.
$9.75.
And that'll put an additional, 31,000,
Correct.
I think it was, into the contingency. What?
33, 34,000. That number is
The contingency, which would.
230 something.
230.
Okay, into contingency. I'm comfortable with that. Any?
For the record, I'm a 1%er.
Are you really though, Nate?
The budget 1%. But I'm working hard on the other one.
All right, so Nate Smith is a 1%er. Okay. No, I think that goes, as Alderman Witt said, I think, it's a testament not only to that we're all working so hard for the people of Olean, but it's a great testament to the job that the mayor and the department heads have done, that they do a heck of a job keeping costs down and stretching the dollar. And so I really would ultimately like to try to kill the stigma, and I know it's tough in New York State, but to kill the stigma that we're a high-tax community, and really the city's tax rate compared to our school district or the county, I mean, we do phenomenal. We provide phenomenal services for the amount of money that it costs. So I'd like to thank everyone for the efforts that have gone into this budget. So at that, I will make a motion, I guess, to increase the tax rate by 1%.
You would make a motion to amend the budget that was presented to you by the mayor, to amend that to reflect the changes that were agreed upon in the memorandum that circulated between the auditor and you guys.
All right, so I will make a motion to amend the tentative 2019-20 budget that was provided to us by the mayor with the changes that the council provided.
I think what you want to do, you want to put this number, it's the sum of this. So I think that goes.
That's okay.
I think that's what Tiffany would be asking if she would.
Yeah, that's what the issue was last year, wasn't it?
At 1%,
Okay.
the debt service is already included in those three, so that's the number you're looking for. 25, 137, 944 is what you're going to vote on.
Okay. All right.
And you
I mean, we don't need, we know this is right? Do we need to double check the?
You can check.
Okay.
John, I believe we have to have the amount in there as well. Right?
That's what Fred's showing me.
Thank you.
Just so everybody knows, the 1% would give us an additional $31,500 to contingency. That would put contingency at $231,500.
No, that's 73.
Yeah,
All right.
add those three.
Okay, so 16, 9, 55, 7, 40 plus 3, 9, 2, 6, 2 plus 4, 2, 5, 6, 182 equals 25, 137.
Carry the 1.
Okay, thank you. Fred, can I see that sheet real quick? Fred? We don't have that, do we?
Yes.
Oh,
I did it 4 ways, depending on what is approved.
It's the second page is 1%.
So I'll check the math. I do remember that from last year. The number kept screwing up. We had to keep like pushing the resolution. Didn't we have to like charge 2 different rates for water in June last year?
Is vetoing it before we're voting on it?
You gotta veto it before you vote for
Yeah.
it, to see what's in it.
Is this, cumulative? Fred, you have, according to this resolution, it's
John, we
the
have to get rid of the.
general water, sewer, and debt service fund.
I'm sorry?
I gave that the number and
That was what he presented to us.
Oh, we don't technically have to do that, you're just gonna amend the one he gave you to do this. I'm just making sure that he's gonna sign it, so we're not having you guys approve it, and then 3 days later.
So the motion I've made is to include the amendments, right?
Correct.
I said that.
Yep.
Amend with the changes that I've provided, and we've provided with the mayor,
You're gonna read the number?
and read the total budget number?
Yes.
Okay.
So John, can you give us that number that's going to be, yeah?
So the result, so I'm not going to read the whole thing here. The total budget for the fiscal year 2019-20 shall be $25,137,944, inclusive of the general water, sewer, and debt service funds, subject to legal opinion. So again, that's $25,137,944, which equates to a 1% tax increase. And I'm sorry, Michiko, I think I was in the middle of I made a motion to amend the changes.
You're in the middle of the motion to amend, to reflect, to make the changes.
All right, to make the changes that were given from the council, the recommendations from the council to the mayor.
Which will be incorporated into the written budget.
Which will be incorporated into the written budget with a 1% tax increase.
Resulting in a 1% tax increase in that amount.
In the amount of $25,137,944.
I'm just wondering, if it says general water, sewer, and debt, do we add all 4 of these up?
No.
He says no.
No, just the first 3.
Did you read the bottom though?
What, yeah, why does it say that? Why does it say debt service? But we're not, because the debt service, it gets paid out of the general.
Right.
Yep,
Thank you.
yep.
Okay.
So there's a motion that is on the table,
I'll second.
seconded by Alderman Doherty. All in favor? Aye. Okay, so opposed? Motion's carried. So if there's nothing left,
Do you need a roll call?
that was
Well,
just
that was
to
the
amend.
amendment. Yeah.
That was just to amend. Now we need to make a roll call vote on the budget. Yes?
We picked it up with
All right.
Now you have to get sponsors.
Still just tonight.
Now we need sponsors.
I'll sponsor.
Alderman Witt, motion made to sponsor by Alderman Witt.
Seconded by?
Seconded by Alderman George. Okay. Any other questions or comments or concerns? Mr. Attorney, are we good to go?
So you go with this motion now, that is the motion, okay. So both motions have been 25 million, gotcha.
So the first motion was to just amend the tentative budget. Now this next one is to vote on the whole thing. I hope.
We hope.
Okay. So no other questions? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witt?
Yes.
Alderman Adriano?
Yes.
Alderman Gonzalez?
Reluctantly, yes.
Alderman Doughty?
Yes.
Alderman Smith?
Yes.
Alderman George?
Yes.
And Alderman Crawford?
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Okay. Thank you again, Mr. Mayor, and all the department heads and the council. Wonderful job. I will, anything else before we adjourn? I will make a motion to adjourn. Could I get a second? Second by Alderman Adriana. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. We got a budget.